Hello everyone, Matt Brown here with Addiction Recovery Care. Welcome to this month's episode of ARC TV for the employees. ARC TV is a place where you can catch up on all things ARC and all things recovery. So congratulations, you just recently were part of a historic moment in Addiction Recovery Care's history. We just recently achieved 1,419 patients being served in one day throughout both residential and outpatient care. That's more people than we've ever been able to have the opportunity to transform their lives, and this is what this is all about. So in regards to that, we're getting ready to kick off a gigantic quality initiative. We want to provide the best experience both for our clients and our employees. But first, let's talk a little bit about the clients. We are getting ready, so we're at the 1,400 clients being served today, and that number is growing rapidly. And we want to be able to rescue thousands, but focus on that one life at a time. Way back when Vanessa Keaton was our first person, we were focused on one life. And so we have developed an acronym called ROPES. You rescue someone with a rope. So we came up with an acronym, ROPES, and those letters in ROPES, they talk about a different category or a different area of focus for our treatment program. So the R stands for recovery. The O stands for opportunity. So life skills, vocational skills, internships, and employment opportunities. The P stands for physical health, the medical side of things of what we do, and also exercise and nutrition. The E stands for emotional health. Think counseling and targeted case management. And the S is the spirituality component of what we do. We know that those 5 pieces really wrap around a person while they're in care with us and gives them the best opportunity to go from crisis to career, the best opportunity to discover hope and live their God-given destiny. So with this ROPES initiative, you're going to be hearing a whole lot about it over the next coming days, weeks, and months. Over the next 5 months, we're going to be focusing on one specific area of ROPES each month. So in the month of April, we're going to be focusing on the R for recovery. So you are about to get, every employee and every client is about to get some pretty cool t-shirts. They say, in a recovery state of mind. That's definitely what we want to be in, as a recovery state of mind as an organization. We know that recovery is the foundation for someone to have a purposeful life. The other areas are important, but people are coming to us because they want to move out of addiction and into recovery. And so with that being said, you're going to hear some other cool things that are coming out, like Senate Bill 166 was just passed in the state legislature this week, or last week. So what that means is now one can become a certified alcohol drug counselor after they come out of the Peer Support Academy and do supervision. So there's now a non-bachelor's pathway to becoming a certified alcohol drug counselor. And also, peer supports can now be used in all levels of care of Kentucky's addiction treatment continuum. And so because of that, we've made some adjustments in the way that peer supports are being reimbursed to value the great piece of input that you give to someone's treatment program. There's also several other employee appreciation things coming out very soon, and Client Appreciation Weekend was just this past weekend. So I'm excited for this season of Addiction Recovery Care's growth and our move towards rescuing thousands one life at a time. So I can't wait to see where we go, and I can't wait to see all the lives that are being changed.
Well, when I was a child, man, I had a really good childhood. I wasn't somebody that grew up in the ghetto or anything like that. And really how I ended up in addiction, man, was I was a jerk. I wanted to do my own thing. I grew up in a loving family. We went to church. My dad worked for Philip Morris. I had everything I wanted as a kid. So I was a brat. And when I got older, I was still a brat. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I started hanging out with the wrong people. Started out smoking weed every now and then real quick I graduated to cocaine. I get out, my mom had passed away when I was in prison, and I get out, my father's sick, and ended up going back to prison again, and when I got out the second time, my father passed away. Well, I didn't have nobody after that. So really I've been homeless since I was about 17 years old. I'm 39 now, and my addiction started, like I said, when I was about 15. When I got out the second time, I did okay for a little bit, and then I left the heroin alone, but I started doing meth. And then I started shooting meth. And I was staying down on 43rd and Broadway in Louisville, which is it's a pretty bad place to be. And I was living at a bus stop and eating out of dumpsters, doing whatever I had to do to get what I wanted. And I was gonna do whatever, it didn't matter to me. Hadn't seen my son. My son's 17 years old. I've been out of his life for 16 of those years. Didn't pay child support, in and out of prison, didn't care. Even my family, when they would try to help me, I would play to my advantage. Oh yeah, will you let me come take a shower and I'm hungry? Yeah, all right. And I ended up taking over 3 grand from my older sister. And it's a big part of my story is between her and I. Normally, I'm good at manipulating somebody in to let me stay with them for a night or two. And this night, I couldn't find nobody. And I just knew, you know how you get the feelings and you just know what it is? I knew what it was. And my younger sister had went through Karen's place, maternity center, and she had told me about Art. And at the time, she had 4 years sober. And I got a hold of my older sister and my younger sister. I said, look, I'm ready. I'm beat, I can't do this no more. Well, I walked 52 blocks to a bus stop to catch a ride from downtown Louisville to my older sister. Well, needless to say, I was starving to death. Had been up for about a week, hadn't ate nothing. And I prayed. It was the first time in a long time I had prayed. I said, look, man, I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I had $1.75 to get on the bus, and that was it. And when I got up towards like 9th and 10th Street, I had to cut down one of them to get to the bus stop. Well, something kept telling me, don't cut down this street, don't cut down this street. So I cut down 7th Street. And I looked down, and I kid you not, man, this is crazy. And I looked down, there's a McDonald's bag sitting on the sidewalk, and it's rolled up perfectly. I'm talking, it looked like somebody had just sat it there. Well, I picked it up and I opened it up, man, and there was a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit in there with 2 extra pieces of sausage. I kid you not. And I looked up and I was like, for real? And that right there had told me that God didn't give up on me. So I get to the bus stop, and my bus wasn't gonna be there for about 2 hours. So I called my older sister, and she had sent an Uber to come get me. She put me now this is after I've done all these things to her, okay? She put me in a hotel room for a week because there wasn't gonna be a bed open. About a week goes by and the bed comes open. She comes and picks me up after she gets off work, drives me 4 hours to River Place. We stopped to get something to eat. All right, there's a Wendy's down there that I stopped at. And I didn't mess with opiates too much. My thing was methamphetamines. But all I could find that day was heroin. So the only time I would do it would be to like come down and go to sleep. And I walked into that bathroom with intentions of not coming out. I did the biggest shot of heroin I could do, and God saw fit to do something else. Because obviously I walked out of that bathroom. So I get to River Place. I sleep for the first 3 days I was there. I wake up, I didn't know where I was at, and I freaked out. And by the grace of God, they let me stay. And once the fog started lifting, and I started actually listening to the people around me, and what really made me stay was there was this peer support guy. His name was Jeremy, and you see, I didn't know that ARC hired people that had went through the program at the time, you know. And I'm thinking these guys are just some college people that got textbook information about what it's like to be an addict, you know. And this guy lifted his sleeves up and said, "I've been right where you've been," and it changed my whole outlook on things. I finished the Peer Support Academy. I'm getting ready to start college. I have a relationship with my son. This is the first Christmas that I've bought him presents. I pay my child support. I work a program every day. I had to have the desperation of either God kill me or get me sober, because I can't do it. And the cool thing about it is being powerless is awesome, because now all I have to worry about, which ain't really a worry at all, is what way God wants me to go. Look, I have no power over this, man. Show me. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And we tend to overcomplicate it, or we tend to put our fingers in it, and we want what we want. All I want now is to help somebody, to show them that you can be the bottom of the barrel, man, and make it through this.